Hello, this is Franklin McMahon from Media Artist Secrets, MediaArtist.com, and right now we're at the Creative Cow. Cue the sound effect. CreativeCow.net, and we're going to talk about audio specifically. That cow doesn't sound too good. I think he's got a some sort of problem there, but oh, maybe that's just how cows sound. Anyway, we're going to talk about Adobe Audition, a very excellent program, and you may have Adobe Audition, you may have gotten it with the video collection, or you may not have used it much, or you may use it extensively. Well, here's some tips on how to really get good audio using it, and they're pretty simple once you know the ropes, and we're going to go through that right now. I'm actually going to replace the clip. There we go. And we're going to talk about a couple things. We're going to talk about noise reduction, compression, and also VST. Now, the first thing you should do when you get Audition is search for your plugin folders. If you go to VST directory, and you can add and Audition will scan the directories, and you'll find that usually if you have any sort of system, you have a lot of plugins from other programs that can be used in Audition, and I encourage you to kind of search out your hard drive and find them. What you'll find is you'll end up getting a lot more. These are all from different programs, obviously. Some of these are built into Audition, some of these are not. A lot of DirectX, Cakewalk, some from Sony, Project 5. These are probably from Acid Pro. So if you really want to beef up your plugins, and you're always like, oh, I need to go out and buy some plugins, well, hey, just search your hard drive because you probably have a lot in there. Okay, let's get back to the audio clip. Now, I'm just going to play this so you can hear what it sounds like. Hello, this is Franklin McMahon, and you are listening to CreativeCow.net. Okay, not bad. I don't know if I'm going to win any announcing awards, but as you can see, there's a little bit of a problem. Now, I'm recording this near my system, and as you can probably hear, there's some hum, there's noise in the background, there's a lot of variables. When I play back this clip, you may not be able to hear it that prevalent, but you can see it actually. See this right there? That is just pure noise. That I was not saying anything. I just had the mic turned on, so we definitely want to get rid of that. We're going to do a little profile. We're going to grab just a selection, and you always want to do this, especially if you're doing any live audio recording. You want to grab, and if there's a noisy environment, you want to grab a section where there's just silence. And again, it may be a little hard to hear, but you can actually see it. It's cranking up to there, and there's really nothing going on. There's no talking or anything. Let's stop that. So once we grab that, we're going to go to noise reduction, and we're going to capture a profile. Now, Audition is just kind of looking at this and saying, okay, what is the noise? What am I looking at here? And once we grab this profile, we can apply it to the whole clip and eliminate it. So nothing really happened except the fact that it did kind of grab the profile, and you'll see in a second. So we're going to go back to noise reduction. And right now we can just click OK, and that will take it basically right out. Hello, this is Franklin McMahon, and you are listening to CreativeCow.net. That's with a lot. You can actually slide this slider. High is the Hello, this is Franklin McMahon, and you are listening to CreativeCow.net. Low eliminates the buzz and the hum and the noise a little bit less. Hello, this is Franklin McMahon, and you are listening to CreativeCow.net. And we're going to click OK. And bada boom. As you can see now, when I zoom in, pretty much flatlined it, and not only did it get rid of this, it got rid of the noise for the entire clip. And at the end there was a little bit of thing. We're going to trim that out anyway, but it actually did a really great job. Let's listen. Hello, this is Franklin McMahon, and you are listening to Creative Cow. Okay, very nice. I'm going to zoom out. Now, the other thing we're going to do is we're going to compress this using a compressor. A compressor kind of makes the variances equal, and you'll see visually what I'm talking about. Let's go to VST. I'm going to use a compressor right here. Now, there's different presets. You can obviously adjust these yourself, but hello, this is Franklin McMahon, and you are listening to CreativeCow.net. Okay, I'm going to play this a couple times with a couple different presets. Hello, this is Franklin McMahon, and you are listening to CreativeCow.net. And I'm going to do music mastering, because that gives kind of a nice... Hello, this is Franklin McMahon, and you are listening to CreativeCow.net. Now, I want you to keep in mind, just look at this. Hello, this is Franklin McMahon, and you are listening to... That's enough of you. There's a lot of peaks and valleys, but once I click OK... right here, you'll see what happened. It actually kind of really condensed the highs and brought up the lows. So it's a much more fuller sound. And a compressor, typically if you're a DJ or if you're doing any kind of audio, you have a compressor built into your mixing board for the very reason of kind of keeping everything at the same level. But actually Audition allows you, we're going to play this right now, allows you to do it on the fly. Hello, this is Franklin McMahon, and you are listening to CreativeCow.net. And again, we can trim out those little areas that we don't want. But so that's the one way to do noise reduction, to get rid of the excess noise, make it really clean, and then apply a compressor to kind of compress the audio so it sounds nice and clean and even. You don't have these high, peaks and valleys where the audio is blasting and then it's low. It's a very, very even. And that wraps up this tutorial. In the next one, we're going to cover some more ways to improve your audio with Adobe Audition.